His wife is a graduate of Yeshiva University, and then they're Orthodox Jews. So 40% of students were wearing yarmulkes, and they were rabbinical students and so forth. You see. And so, you know, I was I found that very rewarding because they all knew they were very, very educated in theology, and very talented, brilliant students. And we were talking about this. But when they would write the word God in the philosophy exams, they would just write capital G, then a line, and then the D. They wouldn't put the O because it's supposed to be a sin to write the name of God. It's something like taking the Lord's name in vain, you see. So they used a code for God, G-D, you know. So the word God bothers people. And of course you have Michelangelo's painting at the Sistine Chapel of God as the Father, as touching the finger of Adam's got white hair. And Adam has a Herculean physique, and so does God. The only difference is God has white hair. You see, and he's touching the finger of Adam. That's great, but that's sort of that's an anthropomorphic view of God. The old man in the sky thing. Yes.
So we do tend to say in Christian religion that God is katigona, according to the image, we are according to the image of God. So I mean that.
I know, and that's what's very dangerous. Every line has to be interpreted either literally or figuratively. If you take a literal interpretation, you wind up with fundamentalism and also anthropomorphism. If that particular line, man was created in God's image, is interpreted a little more figuratively, a little more metaphorically, then we can say that the rational dimension of man is divine, is God. The nous, the intellect in man, is divine, is a spiritual quality. That's in God's image, not the body. You see what I mean? So if you say the soul is like God, the mind is like God, yes, but not the body. Otherwise, you start having an old man in the sky. Then you need Walt Disney to represent it, or Michelangelo. You see what I mean? And the fundamentalists make that mistake all the time. See, God must look like a man because it says this and this and that. So,
yes, but we always refer to God as a man.
I know it's a culture. It's a bad habit. You know, some feminists on purpose have been saying God, and in the next sentence, she wants us on purpose to put she instead of he. In fact, it's become politically correct now. Even male authors want to show off that they're sensitized. When you, instead of saying every man has a sense of fairness, he knows that it's wrong to discriminate. Now we say every person has a sense of fairness. She knows that it's wrong to discriminate, and you keep saying she to show that it's not male bias. You know, because historically it was always men. The thing is, unfortunately, that language reflects culture, and sexism was always our history. Women didn't get the vote in Switzerland until the 1950s, you know, and in Greece too. And in the 20th century, in any case, even in America and in England, where the suffragettes started, it wasn't until the early 20th century they got the vote. So it's no news that Simone de Beauvoir tells us of second sex. I was saying in the previous class that the most important revolution of the 20th century is the women's revolution, even more than the Marxists. So, yes, we do say God, he, you know, and we have this tradition.